Good evening, America. For Channel News 9, it's Mike and Jimbo, your head honchos. Tonight, we face the controversy about standardized testing in public schools. These tests have drawn criticism from parents, teachers, priests, rabbis, and even your mother had something to say about it last. The group's most common complaint is that it puts far too much stress on the student. Teachers want to teach the subject so that students can understand and enjoy the class rather than cramming for a single final at the end of the year. And Jimbo, I heard you were working on a feature story.
Yeah, that's correct, Mike. We actually went to Niskayuna High School to see what testing can do to these kids firsthand.
The No Child Left Behind Act was passed by Congress in 2002 and signed by President George W. Bush. This act supports standardized basic education reform. Many students are affected by it.
Excuse me, but we have a test going on here.
Alright, back to you, Mike, in the studio.
Thanks, Jimbo.
No problem, Mike. Now we got an insider story from Ryan.
Out to you.
Right.
Thanks, Mike. This is Ryan reporting live from Niskayuna High School for Channel News 9. Today we're going to be discussing standardized testing in schools. This could impact schools in the way they use their money, and the schools are considering to remove students from school who do not take any of these tests. One question that commonly comes up is, are schools over testing? Testing used to be used to measure the teachers' and students' achievements, but a lot is concerned that too much testing takes away from learning. Alright, we have a student from Niskayuna right now. We're about to interview him. What's your name, kid?
Connor.
Alright, so what do you think about standardized testing?
Hate him.
Can you explain? Alright, well, back to you, Mike.
As a teacher, I know my students, and I am assessing them every day. But the standardizing tests the government demand doesn't help teachers to teach or help students to learn. That's why this year teachers are saying no to standardizing testing. We want to teach for a purpose and not to a single test. So when you hear we are not taking part in standardizing tests, you will know why. Our priority is bargaining for a better deal for our classroom. It's time for the government and school boards to do the same. Across the United States, there are more standardizing tests than you heard from before. Since the enactment of the No Child Left Behind Act, students, teachers, and administrators spend more time preparing for and taking assignments. Nearly after a decade since the No Child Left Behind Act was implemented, half of the schools in the United States fail to show adequate yearly progress. This act also caused a standardizing test to be a multi-million-dollar industry. The standardizing test companies are mostly being motivated by the profit. In 2001, the major companies have written 96% of the tests administered, and the press reports have put the value of the testing market anywhere from $400 to $700 million. The No Child Left Behind Act increase in standardizing testing has created a multi-million-dollar industry that continues to exploit schools and teachers in order to raise revenue.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
This is Donald Trump here, and I'm speaking about the Common Core test. Common Core in this country is a disaster. Clinton is in favor of Common Core. How can we vote for a girl that is in favor of Common Core? I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense. It's ridiculous. Our country spends more money per person a year on Common Core testing than any other nation. And if you like Common Core tests, you're a terrorist.
I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this message.
Hi, I'm Hillary Clinton's campaign advisor, stepping in for Hillary as she's taking care of her pre-presidential duties. She gets a little nervous before the debate. Hillary's stance on the No Child Left Behind Act is that it's a complete failure, underfunded, and affects communities, teachers, and schools in a negative manner. Hillary's stance on standardized testing is that they're great. It adds a competitive nature to students. It lets teachers teach towards a purpose. She's also in favor of a smaller ratio between students and the teachers, allowing smaller class sizes.
I'm Hillary, and I approve this message.